landing papers, mister, for Cap Francois.
Drums?
Nope. If you take my advice, you'll get your business done quick and get back to the ship.
Don't want to be quick. I come from Baltimore. Baltimore can be mighty dull.
Maybe. But I sure hate to lose a paying passenger.
You know where Hotel de la Place is?
Me, Nero, me know everything.
You know where the American consulate is?
American consulate? Me, Nero, me know everything.
Stay here and watch the baggage.
Me watch. Me best boy.
Your pardon, sir. Are you the American consul?
Yes. Go right on down the sugar dock. You'll find a longboat there. They'll take you off the ship. Tell them I sent you.
Ship? I don't want a ship. I just got off one.
I told them not to let anyone come ashore after they were... Say, who are you?
Albion Hamlin, sir, from Baltimore, Maryland. I just got off with a packet from Charleston.
Well, get right back on again if you can. What's the matter?
The law firm I represent has commissioned me to get a signature on a legal document, which is a...
Mr. Hamlin, this is no time for signatures or legal documents. The last boat for the ship will leave in an hour.
You didn't let me finish, sir. This matter concerns the United States government.
I'm the United States government here, sir, and it is my duty to see that every American gets off this island. Take that one.
May I ask why?
Mr. Hamlin, this is the island of Haiti, formerly French. Napoleon wants it back. He has a fleet on its way here now to take it back. When that fleet arrives, there will be violent, bloody war. Is that clear?
Quite, sir. But doesn't this concern only the natives?
It concerns everyone on this island. Now, if you'll go on to the dock, I'll finish closing this consulate.
But we're not at war with France. And I didn't think it was customary the American consulate
to
go...
It is also not customary to sit on a powder keg and wait for it to blow up. I'm removing the consulate to an American gunboat in the harbor. When things have quieted down, we'll move back. Now, are there any further questions?
Yes. Where may I find a Miss Lydia Bailey?
Lydia Bailey? Why?
It's her signature I'm after.
May I ask why?
To clear up her father's estate, which was willed to the United States government.
Well, can't the government wait?
It might. But we have troops on the frontier which haven't been clothed nor paid for the past 3 months. Now, I understand Miss Bailey is the ward of a Colonel D'Outremont.
Ward? Suppose she was. She's his fiancée now.
Will they be leaving the island, too?
D'Outremont? Amongst other things, he's the largest French landowner in Haiti. You couldn't get him off.
He's a white man. Is he safe?
Mr. Hamlin, if you insist on staying here, I would stake what small fortune I have that within an hour you will have had your head broken.
I've come a long way, sir, to do a job. I intend to do it.
Oh, very well. If Colonel d'Outremont is in town, you may find Miss Bailey at 22 Rue Napoleon.
22 Rue Napoleon?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And will you wish me luck, sir?
If I thought it'd do any good, I'd tell you that the gunboat would be lying off the island, but I'd just be wasting my breath.
I can swim like a fish. Good day, sir.
That one's ready over there.
Pardon, monsieur. Pardon, monsieur. Pardon, monsieur. As I thought, you remember me.
Do I?
Certainement. From America. What brought you here?
The ship.
Always a jest, I remember. Will you join me for a drink, monsieur?
Oh, sorry. Not right now.
You look for someone, monsieur?
Oh, my little porter.
How is the boy?
Lost a lot of blood.
Where do you live?
Paul, me good boy.
Don't try to talk. We must get him to a doctor.
What color doctor? A black one who'll rub him with goat vomit? Or a white one who'll bleed him even more? In either case, he needs no doctor now.
Is there anything I can do?
What needs to be done, I will do.
Que voulez-vous?
Is this the d'Outremont house?
Oui?
Is Miss Lydia Bailey at home?
Non, elle est partie. Lydia Bailey n'habite plus ici.
Where, où est-elle? Where is she now?
Château.
Where?
Château d'Outremont. Gabriel d'Outremont.
Where is the Château d'Outremont?
D'Outremont.
My dear Mr. Hamlin, relax and consider yourself my guest. My name is King Dick. Be good enough to sit down, sir.
I'll stand. Since I'm in the presence of royalty.
Please sit. Your name is Elvin Hamlin, according to these papers, which we have all read.
I came to Haiti from the United States to see a certain Lydia Bailey. It's a private legal matter. It's none of your business.
Do you know Lydia Bailey well?
Your father. I never saw her in my life.
She lives at the house of Monsieur d'Outremont.
And so I've heard.
D'Outremont conspires with Napoleon. Your Lydia Bailey shares his sympathies. Come, Mr. Hamlin. Your mission is not as innocent as it appears. You may confess to me.
I don't know d'Outremont from a hole in a forked maple. And as for Lydia Bailey, all she means to me is that she can write her own name, I hope. I want her signature on these papers and nothing more.
Haiti is not Baltimore, Mr. Hamlin. D'Outremont Chateau is not just around the corner. Leave this place on your own, and in 24 hours, our fine Haitian flesh-eating ants will be gorging themselves on your eyes. Which reminds me, I'm quite hungry. Come, let us eat. Then I will decide what to do with you. D'Outremont's chateau is 2 days' travel through the wildest part of Haiti. It's Mirabeau's country. Mirabeau and his renegade blacks, we call them Maroons, take great pleasure in finding white gazelles like you. See how much torture they can take before giving up the ghost. Some more, please?
No, thank you. I'll take my chances.
You're not interested.
Not interested. When I landed, I was only interested in getting a simple job done. Within half an hour, I was partly responsible for the death of a child. I've been kidnapped, searched, threatened, and beaten on the head with that.
Not beaten, my friend. Merely caressed. You underestimate the power of a good cocoa-macaque.
Matter of fact, I think you underestimated a little yourself.
Well, I'll see that you get back to Cap Francois safely and on board an American ship. As for those papers, they're not worth getting killed for. How are they?
I'll decide that. As an American citizen.
Be quiet, sir. A new thought comes to me, Mr. Hamlin. I will help you get to D'Outremont's chateau in safety on one condition.
Yes?
That you consider me your personal servant and introduce me into the D'Outremont household as such.
Do I have a choice?
No, unfortunately. And I shall be a most devoted servant.
All right. It's a bargain. Let's get on with it.
Yes, sir. Mes femmes, mes femmes! Silence, silence. My wives.
Ladies, it is an honor.
This is Amethyste. She's the best cook in the world. This is Roside. All of her children are sons. This is Mamline. She can speak 12 languages. Very intellectual. This is Artinaire, who... very talented girl, Artinaire. This is Floréal. No, Claircine. She's a Mambu, a voodoo priestess. I don't believe in it at all. Ah, Floréal. She makes all my clothes. Her ancestors were kings in Africa. And you are...
Asphodel.
Asphodel. You are new here. Asphodel. And this is old Chlorophyne. We've been married a long, long time. She's not the prettiest, but I have no secrets from her.
Tell me, King Dick, don't you find that 8 wives are a bit too many?
1 is too many. 2 are tolerable. But with 8, a man can always be sure of retaining his freedom. Ladies, I'm taking Mr. Hamlin with me on a journey into Mirabeau country. Prepare him. I'll be back in a minute.
What are they going to do?
Undress you.
Oh, no! Oh, wait! Oh.
Mes enfants! Mes enfants! Mes enfants! Here, get me some old clothes. Prepare 2 horses.
Now, ladies, please, I'm from Baltimore.
Chlorophyne! Here, put it on good and thick.
Well, just a minute, King Dick. If there's anything to put on, I can put it on myself.
We have no time to lose. 16 hands are better than 2.
Ladies! Ladies, please! Please, it's cold! Go, ladies.
Good. Very good. All over?
All over.
Did they give you a pouch of the stain powder to carry? Now, when you sweat, don't wipe your face. It'll undress you. Just remember, if we're caught by the Maroons, it's my skin as well as yours. Pierre, give me a knife. Do you have your papers? Now, listen carefully. You're to be a field mulatto. Now, I would make you a general, but generals get asked questions. If anyone questions you, you're to act as if you have a snake in your head.
A snake in my head?
People suspect a clever man. They trust the stupid ones. Now, you're to ride your horse a little ways behind me at all times.
I thought you were to be the servant.
When and if we get to D'Outremort's, I will pretend to be uncouth, illiterate, and obedient. Until then, as Plato says, true courage is to obey the wise man.
Yeah. Now, shall we mount? Plato?
Au revoir, ladies. Korvin, as usual, will be in charge.
Asphodel!
Have one, my friend.
No, thanks. Beautiful country.
I feel somewhat responsible for you. So here, if anything should go wrong and we're separated, this may keep you from harm. Put it around your neck.
What is it?
A very powerful wonga. A Hungan priest gave it to me. Not that I believe in voodoo, you understand.
Of course not. You're an educated man.
Naturally. But if the gods exist, I shall be in heaven. If not, what do I lose? Besides, I've got a better wonga right here. Of this one, I am sure.
Thank you, King Dick.
Call me Dick. It's true, my ancestors were kings in Africa. But it's more important these days that one remembers he was once a slave. Quiet. I don't like the smell of this. It could be Mirabeau and his Maroons.
You talk about freedom, yet it seems no one's safe in your country regardless of his color.
The renegade Mirabeau doesn't like whites, but he also doesn't like blacks who like whites. Saved his life once. A great mistake.
Dead. The running dog for Tucson. Give the signal.
Whatever you do, don't move, don't say a word. If you have to separate, keep due north to the chateau. General Mirabeau.
Get on.
My field hand here has a snake in his head.
Stop him! Shoot him!
He's not good in the head. You frightened him. I'm sure you've not forgotten I once saved your life.
When I stood up to Toussaint and said that we must kill all the whites before the French fleet arrives, you voted against me. You're Toussaint's lapdog. You're disloyal to our people. That servant of yours was a white. Perhaps saving my life was not enough. Come.
That's enough. Get back to work. I said get back to work. Neg! Neg! You're a white man.
Albion Hamlin, Baltimore, Maryland.
What are you doing masquerading as a field hand?
I'm looking for the Dotremont plantation.
You found it.
Could you tell me where I could find Miss Lydia Bailey?
I'm Lydia Bailey. What do you want?
I have a message for you. I've come a long way.
What's the message?
Could you give me time to catch my breath? I'm here on behalf of your father's estate.
I'm not interested.
That's neither here nor there. You could at least have the courtesy to hear a man out.
Caesar! Show this white man to the chateau. After you've bathed and changed your clothes, you may deliver your message.
A little loose under the shoulder. But then why should it fit at all?
Monsieur Dotremont prefer him that way for sword play, sir.
In that case, I shouldn't want to trifle with him.
Had you planned to, monsieur? Gabriel Dotremont. At your service, monsieur. Any time.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. It's merely a turn of a phrase. We Americans, I'm Albion Hamlin, Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, American. You must forgive me, monsieur. I was told that you came to us in rags and with your face blackened. Times are unsettled, Mr. Hamlin.
So I've found. It was a device suggested by my servant to get past this Mirabeau.
Servant?
We were ambushed. I escaped, but he was taken.
A pity. Mirabeau is a violent man. Now, about this coat.
I haven't had a chance to thank you. It's an amazing fit.
But loose under the shoulder. Allow me. This should fit you better.
It's beautiful.
Now, if you'll forgive me, may I know the nature of your visit?
I came to see Miss Lydia Bailey.
I understand that. Why?
It's a legal matter between Miss Bailey and me.
I'm accustomed to handling all legal matters for her.
Are you her husband?
I do not resent your question nearly as much as your tone, sir. Would you care to explain?
Again, I must apologize for my manner, monsieur. I need her signature on a document. Unless you are her husband, you cannot sign for her.
We are not yet married.
And I'm afraid I must press the matter with Miss Bailey.
You are amazingly persistent, Mr. Hamlin, even for an American. And I find myself amazingly rude for a host. You had the courage to come to Mirabeau's territory and, come. You shall see her.
En garde. Rompez encore. Allongez le bras et fendez-vous. En garde. Changez. Là. 2 appels. Rassemblez en arrière. Et saluez. Et...
Merci, maître.
My mother, Mr. Hamlin.
Please, madame.
It is a pleasure to see an American these days. I have never forgotten how entrancing was your ambassador, Benjamin Franklin.
Yes, ma'am. I've been told he was a great favorite with the ladies.
You've met Mademoiselle Bailey.
I wish I had half Mr. Franklin's charm.
Or perhaps his subtlety.
And this is my son, Paul. His mother died at his birth. Lydia has cared for him since.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
We have a saying of our own here, Mr. Hamlin. To give all to one's son is to be given paradise in return. You see, I have no fear of the future. You have had enough fencing for today, huh?
Yes, Papa. Please excuse me.
And now, my dear Lydia, our guest insists on talking to you in private. Perhaps you would care to use my study.
I know Mr. Hamlin's business. He can speak of it here.
Miss Bailey,
Mr. Hamlin, in the past 2 years, I've received countless letters from my father's lawyers. I've not answered them because I won't sign any papers. I disapproved of my father and his will. I've not changed my mind.
One moment, Miss Bailey. My interest in this is not just that of a lawyer. I was a back-of-the-trees Yankee. Came out of a Cumberland settlement, poor as a church mouse. Your father was the first man to help me. He paid for a year's schooling. When I wanted a chance to study at the law, he made arrangements for me to work for his lawyers. I respected him, and I loved him. And now that he's dead, I'm here to see that his wishes are carried out.
You obviously have more reason to be grateful than I.
It's not a question of your wishes or mine. Your father left his estate to his government. It's still a poor government. It needs his land and great wealth. Do you know that our soldiers haven't been paid in over 3 months? That President Jefferson...
I'm not interested in adding to the wealth of your Mr. Thomas Jefferson or his government.
Your government.
Not mine, Mr. Hamlin.
If you can't be loyal to your country, what about your own father?
My father was a bigot. He divorced my mother and sent us to France when I was a child. I was educated there. It's my country. I no longer consider myself an American or my father's daughter.
I rather like Mr. Lydia, dear. Why cause him and this young man all this trouble? Sign the papers and have done with it.
Do not scold Lydia, dear maman.
Who then shall I scold? You? Perhaps you'd better see what goes on, Gabrielle.
Excuse me.
You'll excuse me, madame, if I speak bluntly to a lapsed American.
I am an old lady. I do not have much time left for anything else but bluntness.
My dear Miss Bailey, you're an American whether you admit it or not. You have a chance to help your country, but you refuse out of a petty spite. If I had you within gunshot of Baltimore, I'd turn you over on my lap and thwack you from here to Christmas.
Incredible. You know, there's some women, noble women, too, who might find a man of your temperament attractive. I, however, do not admire violence or bad taste.
Merrily sit.
Oh, I'm all right, sir. Nice dogs, nice dogs, nice dogs.
This man is my servant.
Ah. How did you escape Mirabeau?
Me? My goodness. Mirabeau, big boobity general. Me, big boobity nothing. He kick my in and say, fly away. I fly.
I see. Haven't I seen you in Cap Francois?
Me, sir? Oh, yes, I go every place. You know me, sir?
No. Who are your friends there?
Oh, one friend make one enemy. 5 friend, 5 enemy. Me, my goodness, I love only me.
Out of the mouths of babes and fools. Give him food and clothing. Where did you get him, on the docks? Looks more like a field hand or a soldier.
He told me he was a guide. And he got me here.
Yes. No mean feat either to a Mirabeau's country.
Do you think he misrepresents himself?
You think us a suspicious lot. I'm sorry, Mr. Hamlin. But the times, you know. We can't be sure of anyone's loyalty. I'm afraid I must abuse my privilege as host again to ask you that you be responsible for this man while he's here.
I'll be happy to assume that responsibility.
Thank you. Ah, do you hear that? A big hunga is visiting my blacks, a voodoo priest. They'll show up for us tonight. Very interesting. Or does anything excite an American?
Some things might. I'd say it depends.
Gabrielle. They have changed the dance, Gabrielle. They're calling on Ogun Badagri, the war god.
But it's of no consequence, my dear Maman. They're always calling on one god or another.
Do not underestimate them, Gabrielle. When they danced to the war god 10 years ago...
Things are quite different now. Toussaint won't have his way with us. Order will be restored. Whatever threat you think is being danced, my dear Maman, cannot possibly materialize. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Lydia, I beg of you, take Paul and go before it is too late.
Mama Antoinette, you know Gabrielle would not let any harm come to us.
He will not be able to prevent it. I'm weary. Very weary. Marie, put your child to bed.
Good night, dear.
Good night, madame. Perhaps she knows what she's talking about.
Mr. Hamlin, there's nothing that keeps you here. Or is there?
No. Nothing but your signature.
Where's General Laplume?
In there. He seems frightened. He wants his money and he wants to leave.
By the way, why wasn't I informed about Mr. Hamlin, the American who arrived recently in Cap Francois?
Due to some accident, monsieur.
Be more efficient next time. I wish to be informed about everything.
Monsieur D'Outremont.
General Laplume, I'm glad to see you. Monsieur Miller tells me that you desire to leave immediately.
It is no reflection on your hospitality, sir, but I do not feel comfortable here. Comprehend?
Very well. Now, what arrangements have you made to hand over the ports to General Leclerc?
Here is where I will withdraw my troops. The port batteries will not be manned. You can count on it.
You planned very well.
Comme t'es rivé, ouais, soleil mourit, c'est regrettant ça, au moins désolé, à la bataille, au moins désolé, à la cacao, au moins désolé, à la tripoto, au moins désolé, à la silo.
Find a fresh horse at the end of this path.
Thank you, sir. I have your respect, sir, have I not?
Naturally.
I've been thinking about those papers of yours.
Yes?
Despite the way I feel about your America, I will sign them. On one condition.
All right. What are your terms?
2 years ago, a young couple were to be married. The man got in trouble and ran away to your country. But his sweetheart's still here. I want them together again and happy. You take her to America with you?
Is she a friend of yours?
Yes.
What does she need me for? Let her sell her jewels and her slaves.
She's my servant, Marie. There she is. Will you do it?
You amaze me. I'm going to have to apologize for what I've been thinking of you.
Monsieur D'Outremont not to know of this. He wouldn't understand.
You do have possibilities.
Will you take her?
If you lived for a while among real people, you wouldn't know yourself.
I'll agree with anything you say about me, if only you'll take her. Please, Mr. Hamlin. The girl's in love with this man.
All right. I'll take her.
Loose the dogs. Let them get the smell of it. I'm not certain, of course, but it may be your servant.
In that event, I'll join the search for him.
By all means. As I told you in the beginning, I hold you responsible for his conduct.
safe.
What's happened, Gabriel?
The assassin has escaped. This changes my plans. I must leave immediately for Cap Francois. My dear Maman.
Will it be safe here, Gabriel?
The safest place in Haiti. I'm leaving enough guards. Your blessings.
It is very hard for a mother to wish that the plans of her son should fail. But for yourself, at least, Gabriel, my blessings.
Do you have to go, Papa?
I'm doing this for your future, my dear son. And when I get back, I'll have French dragoons and hussars with me, and perhaps even a medal from Napoleon himself.
Can I wear it?
I'll pin it on you with my own hands. My dear Lydia.
Please don't worry, Gabriel.
As soon as Leclerc has the country safe, I'll send for you. Napoleon's sister and brother-in-law will be the witnesses at our wedding.
Good luck, Papa.
Thank you, Paul. Maman. One more thing. Your friend, the American.
He's not my friend.
Good. If he returns here, you ought to have him shot. He helped the assassin escape.
But it's incredible. Perhaps, you know, Americans, they do things out of impulse without thinking.
I'm convinced he's one of Toussaint's spies. The man he calls his servant is a general in the Black Army. That should be enough for you. My dear Lydia.
Gabriel.
Orders?
Withdraw. Superior numbers. Burn the village.
Why? They were holding them.
Toussaint's orders.
Does he know what he's doing? Has he had any military experience?
He's Toussaint. He knows.
It wasn't much of a town anyway. Not worth making a stand for.
No, not much. It was the place of my birth.
I'm sorry. What?
It's about Mirabeau and his Maroons. Toussaint was afraid of a flanking attack. Mirabeau's only interested in burning and pillage. They're withdrawing to the south.
The south? Those are D'Outremont's lands. The chateau, he wouldn't touch that, would he? D'Outremont's been paying them.
Blood money. Where you going?
The chateau.
Through Mirabeau's lines again? For what?
A signature, that's what I came after.
Not for the girl?
Only as far as her signature's concerned. You think I'm mad?
I serve in a mighty army of some 2,000 ragged slaves, opposing the conqueror of Europe. Who's to say who is mad, Mr. Hamlin? Do you have your die? And your wanga? I almost wish I could go with you, but... Here, take this. It may serve you better than I could.
Luck to you and your army, King Dick.
Same to you, Mr. Hamlin.
How is she? Paul's nurse is gone.
They all go.
Why? Where?
Some to Toussaint's army. Some afraid of Marabou. He will kill all, black or white.
Nonsense. He wouldn't dare touch us. Go to the nursery. Paul's frightened.
Pack of them in here. I've come back to help you get away.
Mr. Hamlin.
Where's Paul and Madame d'Outremont?
In their rooms?
Bring the boy into the old lady's room. And hurry.
Yankee. I had a feeling you would come back.
We must hurry.
No. It'd only be a burden. Without me, you have a chance.
We can't leave you here like this.
You must come, Mama Antoinette.
What should you do? Carry me a few miles. I would never survive in any case. I'm tired. I'm ready to die. I'm going to die here in my own bed.
Please, Mama Antoinette. Mr. Hamlin, take her.
No. Your duty is to Lydia and the boy. This is no time for idiotic sentiments.
You're a fine woman.
Go on, Mama. Go on, Mama. Go on, Mama. Go on, Mama. Go on,
Grandma's right, Paul.
Go on, Mama.
Au revoir, Mama Antoinette.
A great deal depends on you, Paul. You must be very brave.
Is it a game?
Yes, it's a game. But we must never stop playing it, even for a moment. You must think and act like a little colored boy. Do you know what they do?
Oh, yes, monsieur. They have fun all the time. They go barefoot and eat sugar cane, but I'm not allowed.
They're coming this way. You'll have to go.
General.
Lydia Bailey, the woman of D'Autremont. Find her. The woman, a child, painted. Find him.
Give me a piece of your belt. When did this happen?
On the rocks when we crossed the stream.
Why didn't you tell me?
Could we have stopped there?
No. All right.
All right. They're refugees. I suspect from Cap Francois.
Apparently they don't appreciate the good intentions of your French. We'd better get out of here.
Surely there's no danger from those poor wretches.
If I were a native today whose liberty was threatened by Napoleon's cutthroats, I'd kill every white man I could lay hands on.
Mi abo bene. Paeste où? Mauvais pour femme.
Oui, merci. She says Mirabeau's close behind. He's coming this way.
Let's stay with the refugees.
No, please, I'm all right.
We haven't got any water, Paul.
Merci.
Mirabeau. Better separate. If they're looking for us, they'll be looking for a man and a woman, a child. Keep Paul with you, Marie. gone. But I don't know for how long. We better get out of here while we can. Do you think you could find the way to Cap Francois?
Yes, I can do it.
Mademoiselle Lydia!
My foot, I tripped.
It's gonna be all right. You think you can walk anymore?
Yes, I'm all right. Let's go.
We'll find a place to make camp. We'll keep going west. We'll get there, I think.
Low! Spread out. Le voilà!
Down there, the bridge.
Up there, to the north, sir.
Quick!
Mademoiselle Lydia! Mademoiselle Lydia!
Paul, Paul, Paul. Paul. Lydia. Lydia.
Lydia. Lydia. Lydia.
We have the pass blocked here. A company of men here. The river stops them here. With 2 cannons, We can hold out forever.
You do not have to, Kenneth, my friend.
So we move here, then here.
They not only hold, they've driven him back. Toussaint! Toussaint! Toussaint!
Well, my friend?
Great news, sir. We've stopped the French in their tracks. Don't you understand? We've stopped them, sir.
I understand.
They have driven them back, sir. With 200 men, we can retake the town. Can't we?
Absolutely. I have the men here. They've not been committed. Will you give the order to move them, sir?
Order your men to fall back slowly and burn the town.
Fall back?
Burn another town? 200 men can win it, Toussaint.
And how many would you lose?
Oh, 40 or 50. What matter? This is a stronghold.
40, 50. Dead men will not rebuild our land after the French have gone. We need them, my friend. Fall back and burn the town.
Fall back, fall back. The next thing will be in the mountain.
The French will tire of mountain climbing before we do.
And they will find nothing in our burned fields or cities. Thank you, King Dick. It will be a long time, but towns can be rebuilt.
Well?
We found this, King Dick.
Where?
On a white man.
Dead?
Almost.
Where is he?
Over there.
Give him every care. Save him if you can. He's a friend.
Yes, sir.
Ah, my dear d'Outremont, you've heard the splendid news. General Boutet has taken Port-au-Prince.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Really, Charles, must you always treat the capture of each of these stinking black villages as if you had accomplished another Marengo?
I am only your brother's humble servant, madame, but I feel sure Napoleon will be pleased with this news, and with our excellent d'Outremont.
Your Excellency, madame, may I present Mademoiselle Lydia Bailey?
So, this is the American beauty we have heard so much about. I've been simply dying of curiosity.
I'm flattered to think Madame has heard of me.
Heard of you? My dear old Cap Francois is buzzing with your escapade. Is it really true that you painted yourself black all over and roamed the jungle with an American?
Yes, Madame. Mr. Hamlin lost his life protecting me. He was very brave.
Tell me, my dear, was he also very attractive?
Very.
Do you know that Toussaint has agreed to meet us?
Here?
Yes, when I heard he was hidden somewhere near the city, I passed the word I wish to see him tonight to discuss a settlement.
May I inquire whether this means peace, Your Excellency?
I admire women who take an interest in politics. Napoleon ordered me to divide the conquest of Haiti into 3 parts. First, to make a landing on the coast and to cultivate the friendship of Toussaint. This I have done. Second, to move inland, disarm the peasants, and avow my profound affection for Toussaint. This I have done also. Now only the 3rd part remains, to arrest Toussaint and send him to France.
But under a flag of truce, Your Excellency, is that fair?
Of course, women do not understand politics.
Your Excellency, may I have your permission to dance with my fiancée?
Of course you have our permission. As a matter of fact, we envy you.
really don't feel well. I'd like very much to leave.
Napoleon would consider that unforgivable. We must not forget she's Napoleon's sister.
Could easily tell that she's not a born Frenchwoman.
She's good enough for our D'Outremont, my dear.
But the way she said, is that fair? One is not interested in fairness when it concerns a man whose father was a cannibal somewhere in Africa.
Possibly. But from what I hear, Toussaint is one of the most extraordinary men of our times. Shall we dance?
Citizen Toussaint, what is this offer of Leclerc's to make a settlement? Will he retire from Haiti? Give up his master's dream of conquest? Will Napoleon be willing to acknowledge to the world that we, black men who were slaves but yesterday, have defeated him? Will Napoleon and this lackey of his confess that we have advanced our liberty beyond their wildest dreams? They will admit none of this. I say then that his offer to talk with you was written in treachery. I say that the tongues of the white men are black with lies. I say to you, Toussaint, that the peace of these whites is the peace of death.
White? Black? That is not like you, my friend. Have you forgotten that we have black enemies and white friends?
If I may say a word.
King Dick has vouched for you.
Thank you. I'm a stranger in your land. When I came here 3 months ago, I had no knowledge of your cause. Nor, I must confess, was it the slightest concern of mine.
And now, Mr. Hamlin?
And now, I've spent time with your people. They nursed me back to health, a stranger in an alien land. I lived with them, and talked with them, and fought with them. I know now what it is you're fighting for. And I realize that it's no different than what men in my country fought for.
You're no longer a stranger, Mr. Hamlin. Please continue.
I also have some knowledge of the French here, Monsieur Toussaint. They're treacherous and cynical. I must agree with King Dick. If you go as Leclerc suggests, they'll kill you without so much as turning a hair.
Granted, you may be right, and I'm not sure I agree. What would you do?
Send an emissary in your place.
Impossible. Leclerc refuses to talk peace with anyone but me. And only through peace can we rebuild our country. If he kills me, well, he has killed one man, but there will be others to carry on.
I cannot agree with you, sir. It is your spirit which moves the country and fills your people. Without you, they will weaken and scatter. Your cause will be lost.
Let's make a vote on it.
Yes, let's take a vote. Forgive me, but I cannot be persuaded by your voices or your votes. And were you truly a stranger, Mr. Hamlin, I could believe you. But you know, as I and all the others, the spirit of freedom is not in a man, but in a people. I will go, putting my faith in God.
Please, it is important that I see Citizen Toussaint at once.
Mademoiselle, you are out of your mind. Citizen Toussaint is more than 100 miles away.
Please trust me. I know that he is here. The Vodun priest told me.
Then you know more than I do. On your way.
He's stubborner than one of your hard-headed Yankees.
Yes. But now I know why you think of him as your George Washington.
Mr. Hamlin!
Marie!
Ça va, ça va.
Can you get me to Citizen Toussaint, monsieur?
How is Mademoiselle Bailey? Is she safe?
Yes, monsieur.
What's this about Toussaint?
I have a message for him.
What is it?
He will be betrayed, citizen. Leclerc will arrest him tonight.
Get our horses. Now tell me all you know from the beginning.
It was at the party. Mademoiselle Bailey overheard what they planned to do.
Attention! The carriage of General Toussaint!
Our distinguished visitor has arrived. Colonel, have the music stopped and inform all our guests they will bow and curtsy when he enters. For the moment, we will display all the outward signs of deference and respect.
General Leclerc?
Please identify yourself.
My name is Albion Hamlin. I'm an American citizen here as a representative of His Excellency Toussaint Louverture.
I know this man, Your Excellency. He's a renegade and the associate of a murderer.
Why, this must be the fabulous American who squired your lady through the jungle. I believe our dear D'Outremont is jealous.
Whoever you are, doesn't Toussaint understand my conditions? I will deal with him or no one.
Then you may deal with him at his headquarters.
What insolence. My brother Napoleon would either make you his minister of state or hang you.
Either honor would be too great for me, madame. I've been authorized to speak in Toussaint's name.
Then speak up.
He asked me to tell you that he's eager to put a stop to this senseless war, brought on a people who want only to live in peace. If he stands in the way of peace, he's willing to surrender his power and place himself in your hands. On the following terms.
We will hear the terms.
That you withdraw your armies from the field, that you abandon the cities, and that you set sail for France with all of your forces. If you accept, he'll go with you and plead his case before Napoleon.
I accept nothing. The man is mad. How dare he presume to dictate to Napoleon?
I warn you, sir. If you remain on this island, there'll be nothing for you but fire and death. You hear those drums? If I don't return with your acceptance in 10 minutes, this whole city will be so destroyed no man will ever know where it once stood.
You neither amuse nor frighten us. And suppose we return you dead.
Your Excellency.
The man is obviously a spy sent here by his government to aid Toussaint.
That's not true.
If it is not true, then how did you come to meet this Toussaint and cultivate this affection for him?
I was on my way to Cap Francois with a woman and a child. We were separated, and I was shot and left for dead. Toussaint's men found me and nursed me back to health.
Sir, I beg you must believe him.
Mademoiselle, I can't afford to take any chances. The whole story's too fantastic for words.
Please, madame.
To shoot him, Leclerc would spoil such a delightful triangle. We ask you not to.
But, Pauline...
We demand it.
D'Outremont, is there an American ship in the harbor?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Send word to its captain to put a boat ashore. Keep this man under guard and see that he goes aboard.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Guard!
Please, Your Excellency, you'll never reach that ship alive.
Control yourself, my dear. He is under the protection of Napoleon's sister. I must say I agree with you. He is very attractive.
D'Outremont, I make you personally responsible for his safety.
Yes, Your Excellency. If you make any attempt to go to him or to communicate with him, I'll have him shot, despite Napoleon's sister.
Halt! Who goes there?
Colonel D'Outremont.
Halt! Who goes there? Give the password.
Liberté, égalité, fraternité.
That's not the password.
I know, my friend, but it should be.
is long past, sir. A few more minutes, General. There may be some.
The Americans. The French have arrested him, sir.
Shall I give the signal, sir? There is no other course.
The Yankee ship's anchored off the sugar wharf. They're expecting you.
Hell, I'm not going. Not without her.
So that's how it is.
That's how it is.
Well, I won't argue with you. Someday you'll learn that 8 are less trouble than 1.
Yeah. Meanwhile, will you help me? Again?
I have no choice. You're my friend. Your lady's at Dotromo's townhouse. You know where that is.
Yes.
Better hurry. I'd have a boat waiting at the sugar wharf.
King Dick's waiting for us at the sugar dock. He'll hold the boat till we get there.
Come on.
There's your boat.
But aren't you coming with us, King Dick?
Thank you, Mademoiselle. No.
He has work to do here.
Better hurry. The tide is turning.
I feel like I were running away.
You're but one man. You heard what Toussaint said of one man. Besides, you also have things to do.
When it's all over, come and see us. I may need your advice.
You come back to us. We won't have much, but we'll have our freedom.
Goodbye, King Dick.
Goodbye, Mr. Hamlin.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Mademoiselle.